start going wrong from talking on the phones.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground? Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up, I'm talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't baby, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef, I'm shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way up.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Dan Bailey's got it teed up, and here we go now from Arlington at AT&T Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man complete. A gain of 39 that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. To throw is gone. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Another carry now for Gurley. And some space here. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing on third. Gone. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on fourth down. A shotgun snap for Gone. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Switch. 26, Mike. 26. Go. Get out there. 26.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. The give is to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. Prescott. Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again they run with Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, completes a Cup. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage. Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Out of the gun, Goff. And got a man, it's Woods. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 20.
He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
5.
After the interception, here's Gall. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On second down, here's Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And running with power here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hustle. Three down. Hey, check. 3 down. Watch the safety creep. Move. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Second down, Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
46. Hustle. 26.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
46. Here we go, 46. Here we go, get that, 46.
First down, Prescott. Airing it out for Hearns. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking to get it to Allen Hearns that time, and that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. Line 8. Hey, 47. Switch it, 8. 26.
On second down, Prescott again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yeags at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 28 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Matt Longacre in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard.
When you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hate it knowing that my thoughts will turn to dreams. cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the
yeah, I'm throw it back. Yeah, I'm born. It's dark and dark. It's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out. It's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless. Easy does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdog. Swars. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. It's been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On second down, Elliott takes this to the 27.
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even me that I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We like the food for the paper, had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me, bet on my bacon. Big it flat in the bacon, I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking. I air it out. All the problems have gotten easy to bury. I'd rather kiss on my. I've been broke way longer than I've been rich, so until it levels out, I'ma take your mama to the Marriott and belly flop. Gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Ryan. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Under pressure. sack back at the 38. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
22!
On second down, here's Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously,
we are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Dan Bailey's got it teed up, and here we go now from Arlington at AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, here's Penny, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Go 14.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to sack him for a loss of 6. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19. A give to Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Awesome. Get out.
Again, it's Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Williams loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And not the clean start that we had envisioned. You thought this would be a pretty crisp game, but a turnover for a turnover. Yeah, so much for scripting, because if teams are doing that, things aren't going according to plan. Maybe it's a case of nerves. Maybe it's a case of, too much energy right now. Let's see if both teams can get settled in and start to play good ball. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett, and he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Penny, a 1st down carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Shotgun.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He hits Baldwin right side. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. This call down near the goal line. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Jerron Brown taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Janikowski good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman with it thinking.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
19. Let's go.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. 4 down. Gun.
2nd down, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they got the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Logan. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Get out.
This is Elliott. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A first down carried by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go, get out.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go, 46. Here we go. 46. 26. Here we go, get that 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 26.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. A very solid gain of 27.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Janikowski adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Let's go. Let's finish now.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A give to Elliott running left. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Here we go. 47. Let's go. Get out. 26.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Hey, we're going right there. 26.
On the counter, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26, 26.
Prescott to throw. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on. 14. Go.
He's back to throw. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. He'll get it up the middle. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball.
And this is cut inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.